The impact that I've gotten from Premier League Inspires um, was that it wasn't just about football. Um, I feel like football, it was just like the brand of the whole project you guys were going to give to us, and there was a lot more insight to what you guys actually do and what we can actually do within the Inspires team, whether it was the business aspects or learning about the life skills every day that we're going to take with us. And I think it was very beneficial, and if I could relate it to one thing we did, which was the egg test, one thing that you really helped us identify was our own strengths and weaknesses, and that's been the main focus, was what can we do and what can we do better.
So at Priory, we've been running Premier League Inspires for, well, we started in November, obviously we had a little bit of time off due to lockdown, but I've ran it for probably about 5 or 6 months there. The key things that we tried to do is we started off with looking at a social action project, and we looked around a bit about mental health, and that piqued the interest of some of the young people we were working with. After looking at the social action project, we went into doing the Achieve qualification, which is basically a qualification provided by the Prince's Trust that looks to build personal and interpersonal skills to kind of help them develop moving forward. So the 2 units we looked at this year with the young people at Priory Lodge was the teamwork module and the managing money unit.
Premier League Inspires has helped me, given me a platform to speak on the issues that I faced during the 18 months of lockdown, and it gave me the courage to inspire people to talk about their mental health while watching my video. You asked me a series of questions and I would give my own perspective on how I would feel about certain things and the strategies I would use to cope, and to speak up that it isn't a bad thing to talk about how you feel.
The impact we saw the work that we're doing have on Yusuf and the rest of the class was quite big. They already had a decent amount of knowledge when it came to mental health because they're a bit older here, so they're between the ages of 15 to 18, so they're a little bit older and a little bit more aware of mental health, but it was the kind of talking about it in a class situation where they're able to kind of share their own opinions, see that other people had similar opinions, and also to kind of see that obviously lockdown was challenging for everyone and sort of normalise those feelings.
I think talking about my mental health is important, is there isn't enough awareness out there, and if we can get more people to speak up on how they feel mentally, I think that slowly we could become stronger. Because I feel really passionate, for example, when I see single fathers struggling, or I see teenage boys hiding away because they're feeling a certain way, and for me, it just doesn't sit right with me at all.
The impact of doing the social action and looking to mental health was really quite beneficial. Probably not for the building the knowledge because it was already there, but for normalising the feelings and being able to talk about it more openly with each other. I think that was the main impact that it's had with the whole class. And in particular from that would probably be Yusuf, who is usually at the forefront of our discussions on mental health.
I think being involved in the video has helped me realise that I'm not the only one going through this alone, and it's given me a perspective that I could use to I think support me when I'm by myself, whether it's dealing with family issues or school life. I can go to someone and say I need help, or I needed to talk, and if I can use those strategies every day, I think I can become much more healthier to go out to the real world and not lock myself in anywhere.
So Yusuf is probably a role model within our class, not just when it comes to social action and the mental health stuff that we've done, but also when it comes to the Achieve qualification, mainly because he's always happy to kind of get involved in anything. He's the one the other class members will probably look to. So we're going to start a session, we're going to try something new, and obviously a lot about Inspires is taking them outside their comfort zone. Yusuf always throws himself into it wholeheartedly.
Being part of a little family, taking not only the life skills that I've learned, but I think the people skills that will be really good for me when I see and meet new people and interact with anyone. You've also taught me how to behave in a professional setting, and by teaching us the balance of work life and social life, I think you've kind of reduced the amount of anxiety I used to have before doing the Premier League Inspires about the real life world. So yeah.
He stimulates those conversations as a class. He's a good jumping off point, but will also listen to others and take in the opinions of others and any information that's provided to kind of be open to changing his ideas. But yeah, I mean, the main impact he's had is just kind of been a role model for the rest of the class there. He puts his hands up, he gives his opinions, he listens to others' opinions, he gets involved in everything. So he's just kind of the ideal person you want within a class when you're doing a project like Inspire, someone who's open to it, who wants to get involved, and someone who helps others.